What is up, guys? Welcome back to the 14th episode of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I am your public appointed defendant, your PAD, and today, Isaiah is my name. Isaiah, that's my name. What's up, everybody? And today is the first day of trial for the case of Miles Edgeworth. We're learning about DL-19, what his father had to do with this stuff, and how this guy, the lawyer that prosecuted his father, is now mysteriously dead, as you may remember from the last episode. So without further ado, let's get into today's trial. Karma. That's right. Manfred von Karma. He's the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He's a god of prosecution, right? Hang on. Okay, that's better. I made the mistake in the last episode of having an echo, and I almost messed it up this time, but I noticed, so you're welcome. Now I am drinking fruit punch, because you all really wanted to know that. He's a god of prosecution, right? A god! Not a single case. He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth. You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared. That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence. But that's none of my business. He taught me what it really means to prosecute. What? Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10. Ooh. So he was your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth? Something like that. And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep. Oh, wait. Maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out. Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as me times 20. That's pretty ruthless. Like I said, he's a god among prosecutors. I guess it's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia... Maya. Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh... I can't. Sorry. I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach. You couldn't reach? I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again. Yeah, shoots that waterfall. Man, bad time. Terrible timing. I'm really sorry. I'll try my best. I hope so. Okay. What are you whispering about? Nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in. Alright, here we go. This is it. Here we go. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. von Karma, is the prosecution ready? Oh, I need a voice for this guy. Okay, old, pompous. Oh, pompous. Probably pompous, I'm assuming. Ruthless. Ruthless is a big one. Fool. There we go. You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, hang on. I think as he closed the judge's voice. Right, my apologies. He's even got the judge scared. Very well, your opening statement, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call as first witness. What's with this guy? Is he like royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this? I don't know. I call the detective in charge of this case Detective Dick Gumshoe. I'm gonna go with that. It's kind of close to the judge's voice, but... Okay, Gumshoe first, see how this goes. Describe the incident, now! Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe looks nervous. Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were two men on the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. 12:10 a.m., she heard two pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. It went toward the boat, ran a shot. Okay, so there's our overhead map. Testify to the court about the arrest. Now! Well, wait, Mr. von Karma. Yes? Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling these proceedings. Ooh, look at that animation. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right. No, he's not. What? So he's already decided. Okay. Alright, here we go. Arrest of Edgeworth. Me and called in the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning a body was found in the lake, so we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, that sounds like a lot of... Okay. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now! This guy sucks, man. I kind of hate him. This guy blows. Okay, here we go. Man called in the station around 30 minutes after midnight. We're going to press him on that. You received a call from a man? Yep. But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right? Ooh. That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously. Different people? Alright. There were 2 witnesses. Yeah, I knew that. The testimonies were quite similar, however. Today I have summoned the woman who was camping. The woman who was camping. Laura Hart. I know her. What happened next, detective? Headed to the scene of crime as fast as we could. Yeah. We know. How long was it between receiving the report and your arrival at the lake? Yeah, well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's fast. That's what he said. Your motto for the month is, get there quick. Objection. Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. I look forward to your next year's salary review. Does he pay his salary? Pretty sure the taxpayer does. So much to look forward to these days. This is no time for dejected daydreaming. Continue. Yes, sir. What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then? Well, from what I saw, he looked pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really. Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts. Yes, sir. Man, he's got his share of objections. Didn't suspect him of anything at all. Press him. We always press. Why didn't you think he was suspicious? You should know. We have a deep, trusting relationship with these prosecutors. Detective, the court is interested in your musings. Deep, trusting, poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force. Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good. Did you find any clues on the body? A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally. Judge, here's the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well, the court accepts this bullet into evidence. A .22 caliber pistol, okay. Not a super big caliber. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth. Doesn't seem like Detective Gumshoe is being a little vague, but upon Commerce feeding him lies, the testimony is probably filled with landmines just waiting for me to press. What do we do? Grit our teeth and press, I guess. What else can we do? Well said, Nick. You're the man. I know. Alright, we need to head back. Okay, press on that. Ooh, why is that? Oh, well, we found the murder weapon in the boat. The murder weapon. Pistol. Detective Gumshoe. That is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony. Right, sure, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence. Okay. What about the pistol made it decisive evidence? Tusk, tusk, tusk. Oh boy, he has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth. There were fingerprints found in the pistol in the boat. They were clear fingerprints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand. That is actually a pretty good rendition of a .22 pistol. I had a .22 pistol growing up, or my dad did, and that's pretty much what it looks like. And the bullet was actually pretty close to it as well. What? Order, order. So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon? Yeah, Your Honor. Judge, this is the weapon in question. Accepted into evidence. Okay. Fired 3 times, bears prints from Edgeworth's right hand. So if it's fired 3 times, then why were there 2 shots? They only heard 2 shots. Members of the court, we now have the pistol in the murder, used in the murder, and bullet found in the body. Detective? Yes, sir. Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol? Yeah, the ballistic markings on the bullet match the pistol. Hey, Nick, what does he mean ballistic markings? Shocking. To imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings. Nick, he's glaring at me. Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Me? Him. Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive marks on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was, without a doubt, fired from this pistol. This pistol, which, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Okay. That's tough to work around. Order! This is bad. This makes it look like Edgeworth did it. Well, Judge? I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However what? You wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt. Very well, I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge? Yeah? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. Woo! This court will take 10 minutes. Okay. Who's running this court anyway? Yeah, no joke. It's okay. I've got an ace in the hole. I already know what to do. Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. The only one who could have shot the man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me. I didn't shoot him. Then, okay, well, who did then? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the same time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? That's the only explanation I can come up with. Well, there was a sniper. A grassy knoll, if you will. How are we going to convince anyone there was a suicide? Say, Maya. Huh? What? Any progress with Mia? Oh, sorry. It's no good. Okay. I know. I'm no good for anything, am I, Nick? I can't recall my sister. I might as well not be here, right? I really like Maya, but I think it'd be funny if I said, yeah, you're useless. Oh my gosh. I don't want to make her mad, though. But it'd be so funny if I said, yeah, you're useless. I can't do it. I like her too much. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help, it's the thought that counts, right? It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense. What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Well, everyone has their off days. I mean, you've just been getting lucky lately. You never know when my luck is going to run out. Really? Well, right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Huh? Sorry. My bad. Sorry about that, buddy. Court is back in session. Mr. Von Kammer, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotterheart take the stand? Oh, I like doing her voice. Lotterheart, you are a research student at the university. That I am. That I am. Okay, well, that I am. Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand? Y'all need to learn some manners. Understand. Yeah, I understand. Very well, your testimony, please. Okay, here we go. It was Christmas Eve just after midnight, I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang coming from the lake. When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Then there was another bang. There wasn't nary thing on the lake but that boat. Interesting. Enough. Huh? Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is that photo, accepted as evidence. Now, because I assume he was going to say now. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Woo! Crazy. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if I do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant, Miles Edgeworth. I don't believe it. Order, 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 I will have order. Okay. He's got off the order a lot.
Well, Judge,
the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, the court finds this defendant.
Hold so fast. Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
a cross-examination.
We have photographic proof. What question can that possibly be?
This photo is worth 1,000 words and they all read guilty.
You lose.
Or do you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony?
I have.
Very well, if you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick, contempt? Contempt of court, you know. I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do? Do you really think there's a contradiction with the facts in her testimony? I think there was. I think I noticed one little thing.
Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything.
Right, let's take him on. I got a bad feeling about this. This is Star Wars now. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Tis, very well.
I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
Judge, come on, man. I've been awesome in these cases lately. How dare you question me? Just after midnight, I reckon.
Just after midnight, you say?
In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day.
Well, yeah.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really...
I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
It's in my car. Heard the bang. Okay, this is what I want to press on right here. I want to put the gun. Fired 3 times. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It literally does. She heard 2 shots, the gun was fired 3 times. What? Okay. What? What? Okay. You guys understand, like, I'm not crazy in that should be a good contradiction. That doesn't make sense to me. Okay, it was Christmas Eve or after midnight, I reckon. I'm just gonna press, because this is gonna frustrate me. I'm gonna get mad. Why are we camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures using my research.
Okay, what research? That all sounds suspicious. Press further. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research?
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
What? No, I'm the one who says that.
Well, then say it already.
Objection sustained.
Okay. Heard the bang come up from the lake. Okay. Press on that. So you weren't looking at the lake at that time.
Nope, I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
Okay. When I looked out the window, I saw 2 gents in a boat. Okay. Could you clearly see the 2 men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking about the photo. I was asking if you saw the 2 men.
Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. So there's something there. So that's what we want to focus on. That right there. I'm going to go and press on the rest of this stuff. But that's the one we're going to come back to. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless, babber.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Wasn't there anything on lake with that boat? Let's press on that, then we'll go back. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure. Press further. How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scan the whole lake. Almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full.
Okay.
No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what...
Sustained.
Yes, of course.
I think we've heard all we need.
I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But, Your Honor.
You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Oh. Okay.
Nick, Law's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean, but I can't say anything. What can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand.
Wait, he said hold it.
Who was that?
Said Mia.
It was me. Maya.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful you actually saw Mr. Edgeworth. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta, did you really clearly see Mr. Edgeworth that night? Did you see him fire the pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outbursts.
Answer me, Lotta.
What's the big idea? Test me like some kind of common criminal. I saw him. I swear I saw Edgeworth. Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No. Wait, another wait. Is it Mia this time, or is it Edgeworth?
I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong. Wrong!
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again. Ooh! I'm not going to read all those orders.
You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Kammer, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Now she had been arrested before.
Very well. My affair, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
I love Maya. She might be my favorite in this whole game. I absolutely love Maya.
Maya.
Oh, it's my girl. I love her.
Heh, I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses.
I'm running out of time. I gotta figure something out. Gotta find a contradiction here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
Okay.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blindly ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it. You can.
Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty.
Oh, man, I can't even press. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I can't even press it. Okay. Okay. Well, I mean, if you can't see it on the picture, then how would it? Okay, right. So if you can't make him out from the picture, then why would it make sense that you can make him out from the lake? So they're taken from the same distance, right? So that doesn't make sense for starters. Check the map though. Okay, so the boat was around here. Her car was here, so yeah, she could have easily seen that. So nothing there. Look at that. 24-25, bullet shot to the heart. Okay. I still don't like this. Fired 3 times, but she only heard 2 shots. That's still annoying me. That's not going to be anything. I'm going to go ahead and present the picture, actually, because it just makes sense. Like, if on the picture you can't see who they are clearly, then why could she see them in person? Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally. What? You got what? Look at this photograph. The photo I took? The very same? There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog. Miss Hart, so? This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the 2 men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. What? Got her. I had it.
Mr. Wright has a point.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart?
What?
Could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony. Yeah, until she revises it. Again. Testimony revisions in this game are ridiculous. You're right. It was a cold night. The fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked at my binoculars. See? No problem.
Use binoculars.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Okay. We gotta go through every piece of evidence in relation to every argument. We gotta be very careful with this. It was a cold night and the mist was thick as grits. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have done that. Now just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee type never find a gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me. Nobody loves me. Finish my camera. I got back in the car. I'm gonna keep pressing till I get penalized. Your camera. Yeah, it's got an automatic. Is he gonna really get me in contempt of court again? Objection sustained. Okay, it's not dogging me any more points, so brought the binoculars, press on that. Binoculars. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Oh, well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
Is it? You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with the line of questioning.
But know this, if you find nothing there, with this there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
I don't know, that's tough. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go and back off on it. Okay. Remember who I'm dealing with. I bet Von Karma wants to trap me so he can put me in contempt. I think I'll hang back for now and see what happens. Okay. Ha! I wasn't like look at my binoculars. Press her again. Let's do it again. There was a heavy fog. How would binoculars change that at all? What do you mean? Even binoculars can't see through fog, but you say you clearly saw him. I did, yeah.
Enough. There is no reason to doubt doubting her testimony.
Sounds pretty doubtful to me, but I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony. This is the last thing I do. Okay. Let's look through the evidence. Cold night, thick as grits, da 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 da. Nothing. I don't think anything there. Inside the camera, got back in the car. Okay. Nothing there, I don't think. Brought my binoculars with me. It doesn't seem like there'd be anything there either. Or the noise out on the lake. I looked with my binoculars. Looked with my binoculars. There's gotta be something I'm missing here, right? Let's go and press on that again. I'm gonna try it again. Oh, I can't answer it now. There's got to be something in here, but I don't know what it is. Okay. Cold night. Mist was thick as grits. Once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard the noise out on the lake, I looked at my binoculars. Man, I cannot find a hole in this. That can't be anything. That would not make sense. Set to automatically take a picture. I heard that noise on the lake. Man, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what the contradiction was. There's really nothing to be contradicted here. On this first one, it was cold night and this was thick as grits. There's really nothing there. Once I finished up my camera, I got back in the car. This is the camera. Set to auto take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Still brought the binoculars with me. There's nothing to contradict there. I heard that noise out on the lake. I looked with my binoculars. I have no idea. I'm just gonna... I don't think this is gonna do anything. Yeah, there's nothing there. Dude, I don't know, man. I have no idea. Man, I actually have no clue. I feel like it's gonna be something like this. Hit the camera, got back in the car. I'm just gonna go for it again. Full send, whatever. Okay, no. Jeez, man, I don't know. I'm about to lose. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked at my binoculars. Dude, I have no clue, man. That's not gonna be it. I just lost. I just lost. Well, dude, there's nothing there. I literally don't know. Okay, we are going to... Okay. We are going to go ahead and take a pause on that and restart this. Okay. Because I am not ending on that. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. We're not having that. So guys, hold up. I'm going to be right back. Okay guys, here we go again. We are back to try round 2 out on this. We're starting back from the part where how Edgeworth was seen. We're going to do things a little bit different this time. Remember how I backed off last time? We're not doing that this time. We're going all in. So we'll go ahead and run through this again.
You're right, it was a cold night and the fog was thick as grit. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked at my binoculars. See? No problem.
Okay. So I don't remember which one we press on, but... whichever, I'm going to press on all of them, and then whichever one is the one where, you know, I can press further or not, I'm going to press further. Okay, yep, we're still going to kind of brush through this part. Should my camera got back in the car. Okay, let's press on that again. Your camera. Yeah, I guess it's an automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
Objection sustained.
Ah. Still brought the binoculars with me. Okay. Binoculars. Yeah, binoculars. Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct? Well, yeah. Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera, too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Yeah, we're going further this time. We're not backing off again. I've learned my lesson. This is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Okay, very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear you. Camera said to take pictures of a meteor shower. When I heard the noise out on the lake, I looked at my binoculars.
Okay. So this is the only new addition. So we know from the last time, there's really, the rest of it's pretty airtight. So we have to have something there. This is really the only new thing. So anyway, back to what I was doing is present the camera. Because, you were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie.
Says who?
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. Of course, it's pointed at the lake, not at the stars. Oh, duh. Oh my gosh, it's too easy. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Ugh. Oh, I hate her. She's really annoying.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
I don't know. The murder? No. I know what she was photographing. Your Honor, take a look at this.
What was Mr. Hart trying to photograph the lake?
What do you think? It's gotta be this. It's a guess, but... Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy. Ah, the sighting of Gourd Lake.
Well, Miss Hart?
I never heard no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I have proof. I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
Well, that faces the lake. I've already presented the camera, though. I really don't think it's going to be worth it to present it again. Okay, what have I already presented? The camera, the picture, the newspaper article. The gun and the bullet will have nothing to do with it. She really has nothing to do with it. And this really has nothing to do with it either. The only things that could be related would be the camera, the actual picture, and the sighting at Gourd Lake. You can't prove it. We obviously can't prove that she was trying to photograph Gordy from the newspaper clipping. So it's got to be either the camera or the photo by, you know, just process of elimination. And since we just presented the camera, I'm going to... I can't do the camera, though. Because it says... No, the faces of the lake thing already came into play. We're going to go with the photo and see what happens. Here's my proof. It's simple. I think it worked.
If it's simple, then why have you obviously made an error, Mr. Wright?
Huh? What's that?
Go home. Consider a career change.
How can they so casually toss aside this evidence? Oh, whoops, wrong evidence.
Luckily for you, I'm a patient with Mr. Wright. One more time, please. What is proof the witness was trying to photograph Gordy the lake monster? Present the camera again. The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Okay, there we go. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? This is photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, why didn't it say that in the article? That would have been nice to know. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had to set your camera to respond to loud noises.
I see. I, too, thought it was a little strange.
Yeah. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad, are all you lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Again? Okay, here we go.
Right, fine, I'll testify. Won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to, and I'm going to spot it. Okay, here we go. I miss Maya.
Alright. Actually, I'm not a research student at university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake, but that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I was right straight at the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. I saw a flash in one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. So looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Okay. I'm gonna do something that I did earlier. It didn't work. It made me mad. Oh.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Well, Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first.
Very funny.
You understand this is your last chance at cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is a problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Okay. New testimony. Here we go. Not at a research student university. Oh, no way. Then what manner of person are you? She already told us. A research photographer, investigative photographer. Nothing there. Investigative photographer. An investigative photographer, huh? Whoops.
Yep, you get your photo and sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking a picture of my sister's graduation last year, and guess what?
What?
There's a UFO just hanging at the sky.
A UFO? A UFO?
You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's when I heard a sort of revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer.
Okay. Okay. Imagine what a scoop if you had a picture of that monster. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy?
Heck yeah! They even had him up on TV.
I'm not sure that appearing on the local news of Rumor of the Month segment qualifies, but okay. Last one cited was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe.
Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real.
Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Okay. Was camping out by the lake. Press. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera.
Yep, borrowed it from a university professor. Analyzed every sound it picks up, and when it gets bang,
it snaps shot.
Yep.
So how many pictures have you taken so far?
The only time the camera triggered was that night.
But But that's all I was hiding. I don't believe you. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake be swarmed with competitors.
Competitors? There should be competitors there anyway.
Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop.
Ah, is that the only reason you were hiding the truth?
Well, actually.
Mr. Wright, I'm not to have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. Press again. Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper sound than I would have expected.
Watched the boat the whole time, okay. There wasn't much else to look at.
Yeah.
I should have banged. She thought Gordy was out there. Kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What? What'd I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. I think it's time for some evidence.
Witness continue. Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there.
Flash in one of the men's hands, heard another gunshot. So nothing on the lake but the boat at that time.
Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so. No. The lake was smooth as glass. Nobody's on the shore neither.
Better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I'm gonna pull out the gun thing again. Because she heard that's two shots. Your Honor. Okay, he's gonna say, no it doesn't. Yes it does, it's fired 3 times and she heard 2 shots. What is up with that, man? Dude. Unbelievable. Okay, I watched the boat the whole time. Blah, 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 blah. So he wanted to put evidence here. Well, maybe I can present the gun here because she'll like, so why do you see 3 shots then? Man, I keep coming back to this gun and it's not working. This is ridiculous. This is honestly ridiculous. Dude. What? I'm like, man, what am I supposed to do, man? Jeez, man. I have to present evidence here, though. Wait, I'm missing the obvious. I can just present the Gordy argument and be like, well, why didn't you look for Gordy if you heard a shot? You haven't heard a gunshot before. Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
Well, what's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. No normal person would be looking at it.
I agree, any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
Well, what? You want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Ah!
Got her.
Order. Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really.
Can we not hold her into contempt of court?
I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
Hey, you got the photograph. You got proof.
Still, we can't see who's shooting. Who is shooting who in this?
Right. That's why I took this photo.
What?
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Wait, shut my what? What was she gonna say? She took the photo and what? Wait a second. Yeah, she even had a photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality in mine, but we should let us see who's who. She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll be in prison for Edgeworth, or worse. What should I do? Just go for it. This has been really long. We're just going for it. Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place, you old fool.
I hate Von Karma, man. He's like really annoying. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
You still can't tell who's who. We still cannot see who's firing in this. Could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something. You asked me for the enlargement, you got the enlargement.
It looks good as it has done any of us, that's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination
is over, obviously.
Not so fast. Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when the trial began. Decisive evidence, decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be... Hang on. Make sure it's the same gun. Is it though? Bad, real bad. What should I do? Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do, man. I'm tired. This is going on for a long time. Just pull us in. Whatever. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
Oh, what might that be?
Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. I mean, the gun kind of looks different. The gun kind of looks different than, like, the one there. I click on the gun, I guess. Here, Your Honor. The shooter. No, I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. Oh, it's in his left hand! Oh, the hand. That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show the evidence the left hand contradicts. Edgeworth's right hand. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the court has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor, you have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it. Then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Okay, I know it wasn't Larry. I'm gonna throw him under the bus. Hart, highly doubt it. I remember what Edgeworth said earlier. We're gonna go with the victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order, order!
So you were saying the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright, but suicide is out of the question. An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There's no way it could have been suicide.
Tough.
Order, Mr. Von Karma. Are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course, I had already considered this possibility of suicide, you see.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Oh my gosh. This has gone on way too long. I'm very tired, and I'm very sorry for not being smart enough. I'm sorry. Phew, that was close. Hey, don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, Wright.
Well, yeah, but what happened out there in the lake anyway? If you didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter's about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
I was just kidding, man. Jeez. Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya.
No, right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What? What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court.
That's all. Would it kill you just to state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth? This guy. I requisitioned a transcript of Lauder's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Okay. To be continued. Thank goodness. Finally. I'm so sorry, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and if it's 2 viewings, I get it. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed. Have a great night. I'll see you next time.